Sermon on the Mount. The Sermon on the Mount is recorded in 3 chapters of Matthew's Gospel. It's a total of 111 verses. The Beatitudes are only 12 of those verses. Beatitudes are 1/10, only 1/10 of what Jesus taught here on this mountain. And I sometimes think that perhaps, listen, I don't want to tell Jesus how to preach, you know. But maybe it would have been helpful for him to say the second half of his teaching first. Because what happens is we all gather in on those words, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are the single-hearted. And we center in and concentrate on the Beatitudes. But it's later on in the Lord's homily that he gives us those practical situations that allow us to be in that position of blessedness.
Who do you say that I am? And Peter blurts out, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And he was right. This time Peter got it right. And that's a title and a definition we still use for Jesus today. Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. When Peter defined Jesus, I think Jesus, when Peter said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God, I can imagine Jesus saying, thank you, Peter. You just defined me. I am now going to return the favor, and I'm going to define you. You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. But in English, we lose the word play. We see only that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. There's never been anybody named Peter before. That was not a name. Now everybody, Catholic families have somebody named Peter, but there was no name Peter at the time. But when we read English, we lose the word play, Peter and rock. But if you read it in the Greek text, it's the same. You are Petros, and on this Petra I will build my church. You begin to see the word play. But when I was a Baptist, I used to say, aha, you Catholics are wrong, because in the Greek it said you are Petros. But the word for rock is Petra. So Peter and the rock must be something different. But then I did my homework. Why did Jesus say Petros? You are Petros, and on this Petra I will build my church. It's not two different things. In Greek, like in Spanish, nouns have feminine and masculine endings. So every noun is either a masculine thing or a feminine thing. The word rock, Petra, happens to be a feminine noun. Jesus cannot go to this 300-pound fisherman with tattoos on his arms, smelling like fish, not like books, and call him Petra. It's not going to work. It's a feminine word. You can't give this big, massive fisherman a girl's name. Hello, I'd like to introduce you to my big fisherman, and his name now, from now on, will be Petra. It's not going to work. So what does Jesus do? He takes the word Petra, which is feminine, and he puts a masculine ending on it. So it's now still rock, but it's Petros. It's a masculine word for rock. And Peter, whose name has been Simon up until now, he gets a new name. He is now called...
Hesitations or whatever is going through yourself as a person. When you get a phone call and says, the Pope wishes you to be a bishop, it's the Lord speaking. And you say, yes. But not because I think I'm ready, not because I think he must be a brilliant guy and pick the right guy here. It's the Pope who speaks for the Lord. And then back in the year 2004, around 2009, on May 4th, I just finished a meeting with our Archdiocesan Finance Committee, They had sent me back to do some work because I didn't cut the budget enough. I could teach Congress something. But we were taking a lunch break, and my secretary came in and said, they called me out of the meeting and said, the nuncio wants you to call him. And so I called the nuncio. It was a different nuncio at that time, and he said, the Holy Father has appointed you the Bishop of Saginaw in Michigan. And he said, do you...
Then it goes the goat yogurt, called lebna. Goat yogurt first goes on the bread, and a little olive oil, and then the za'atar herb. Then it's wrapped up tight and put on the grill to get warm. And there's the sandwich. What do you think of the sandwich?
Muy bien.
You like it?
I do. It's almost like a tortilla.
Yep. Father, what do you think? Oh, look at you like it.